Everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9 channel. So here I am going to discuss this essay. This essay is, this is the essay, and this was part of 25th February 2023 in India. Okay, so before starting it, what I want to say here is, no, I am not asking you any liking, but yes, at the end definitely I would ask you for the like and subscribe my channel. But what I am going to explain here, try to understand how I am reading the question statement, how I am planning the question writing task 2, and how I am bringing out the points, suggestions, and like the things whenever I am doing it, you just notice it. First 6 to 7 minutes I will be doing it for planning of this essay. Okay, how I am analyzing the essay, question statement, that is more important. Lot of students are grabbing this habit from these videos. You can learn how to do IELTS reading also from my videos, as well as how to write task 2. I am explaining it in a simple manner. You just learn it, you just focus how I am doing it. Just focus on one video only. I am not saying just watch all videos. Only one video you can just watch, and you will get definitely 100% ideas how to write task 2 essays in IELTS. Okay, let's start with this video. As you know, my golden rules for starting any essay: you have to read question statement 3-4 times. Doesn't matter that you are well versed with English language, you are working in US companies and multinational companies, doesn't matter. In many countries, people like to eat a wide variety of food that can be grown in other areas. As a result, people eat more food produced in other regions than local food. Okay, do the disadvantages of this trend outweigh its advantages? Okay, so again, in many countries, people like to eat wide variety of food, and as a result, people eat more produced foods in other regions than the local food. Do the disadvantages of this trend outweigh its advantages? So they are asking you whether it has more disadvantages than disadvantages. Now you have to decide whether it has more advantages than disadvantages. You can just opposite the statement also. You can say, if you agree that it has more advantages than disadvantages, then you can say the advantages of this trend outweigh its disadvantages. Okay, now question here is how to plan it. Let's go to, so you have come to know that this is outweigh question. So how to deal, what is the format of this essay? I will show you everything. So you can see this: do the advantages outweigh its disadvantages, or the disadvantages outweigh its disadvantages? Okay, so what do you understand by outweigh? It means you have to compare between these two advantages and disadvantages. You have to bring some disbalance kind of thing. If the statement is saying it has more disadvantages than advantages, it means you will be writing 3 disadvantages and 2 advantages. You are bringing some disbalance kind of thing. Okay, if you are saying it has more advantages than disadvantages, then you will be writing 3 advantages and 2 disadvantages. That in this way we can go with outweigh kind of questions. Okay, now, so how to plan? So always plan your essay. Just spend 5 or 7 minutes, I'm telling you. So just spend these 5-7 minutes, okay, on planning your essay. Okay, now you have read 4 times and you have analyzed the topic. What is the main topic we will discuss? Okay, so let's remember it. Let's remember that rules for this writing task 2. You have to write at least 250 minimum words. Okay, but you can go you can write, there is no maximum limit for maximum words. You can write above 250 words. Okay, so now what is the main topic? Here we have drawn the conclusion: food from different regions. People from different nations, they are importing food from different regions instead of using their local cuisine. Okay, so what are the advantages and disadvantages? Always plan your points in advance, as well as your example also. So here, if people are having more imported foods or fruits from other countries, it means they can have more flavors, more different variety of foods and other healthier things in their plates. Okay, so it means they will add more flavors in their daily meal. Now what will happen, another advantage of this concept is profits. That country will have profit, those who are importing and those who are exporting the things from different regions, different countries. It means this is economy booster kind of trend. We can say economy booster will with the help of food from different regions. So here we can give example of California almond. You must have heard about these almonds. People are nowadays fond of eating these California almonds or Kashmiri almonds, because in other parts of my country we can't grow these kinds of almonds, those who are which we can grow in Kashmir area. Okay, so here American almonds, California almonds, you can just give any name, and Kashmir apples, Himachal apples you can give, and cashew nuts also, those only grown in southern part of India. So you can give any example, or you can give according to the world. Like I have used this California almond, so I will be giving this example. Okay, now what could be the disadvantage? So I am reversing the statement. I am saying it has more advantages than disadvantages. So three things I will be discussing it. You will just notice that such a big paragraph with these 3 points I will be explaining it. Now what are the disadvantages? So soil loss will be there when people will try to grow more food grains specifically for exporting purpose. Then definitely soil loss will be there, and soil degradation will be there. And with the transportation of these food items from one country to another country, there will be more pollution, carbon dioxide gases, and global warming result will be there. So if you say that these are two equal points, that doesn't matter, but I have explained it more advantages side, and I have given these two disadvantages. Okay, so a little bit you have to explain this paragraph if you are saying it has more advantages than disadvantages. Otherwise you have to bring disadvantages also and advantages also. Only difference is how you say the sentence about outweigh in the introduction and in conclusion part. Let's start with introduction. Yes, one more thing, if you want to study in Canada, okay, you can go to that link that is in description. Definitely a counselor will be there and he will be helping you in selecting your desired universities. Okay, this is free of cost. Now let's read how I have done introduction. Okay, so introduction means 3-sentence formula. You can write it first background statement, then paraphrasing of question statement, and then you have to tell thesis statement, what you are going to discuss in the upcoming paragraphs. Okay, so question statement, as we know, in many countries people like to eat a wide variety of food that can be grown in other areas. As a result, people eat more food produced in other regions than local food. Do the advantages of this trend outweigh its advantages? Okay, now so how I have started, you can see it, or if you don't have any general background statement, then avoid it. So my first statement is from here to here is general statement. In this day and age, instead of nowadays, I have used this word. A person can enjoy and have delicious food, fruits and vegetables from distant countries wherever he or she is residing in this world. Okay, so simple sentence I have given about the statement. If you don't have, then you can avoid these first 3-4 lines. Now this trend is gaining popularity. Now till here, sorry, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines are for general background statement. So you just write free flow in your English, just according to the topic, just write it free flow. People in many countries prefer, so this is my second sentence, this is my first sentence. Okay, people in many countries, now paraphrasing, in many countries prefer to eat range of foods which are transported from other nations. Okay, while this development, now I am telling this development or this trend will bring this trend, the development brings a variety of benefits along with some disadvantages. I firmly believe that the advantages of having access to diverse food varieties outweigh its disadvantages. So I have just given the simple statement. I firmly believe that the advantages of having access to diverse food varieties outweigh its disadvantages. Okay, so you can see my introduction. So if you don't add background statement, then this much from here to here is introduction. You can see this. Okay, now come to the body paragraph 1. So now this is my this from here I am starting my body paragraph 1. You just note it how I am explaining everything. Now we have 2 points instead. On the one hand, means he should come to know that I am going to discuss about the first point of view. Examiner reader should come to know that I am going to explain one part, means advantages or disadvantages. He will come to know after reading this. On the one hand, the pros of having a numerous options of food from different regions is that, okay, it can add and introduce some new flavors in the local cuisines. Okay, so what will happen because of this? This can lead to a good health and knowledge about diverse cultures around this globe. Okay, so now I am using this example. American almonds, Kashmiri apples are the almonds, and Kashmiri apples are the prime examples of nutrient. Individuals can have these dry fruits and fresh fruits to have healthier body, as these cannot be grown everywhere. So this is my example. So if you think that this is incomplete explanation, then you can explain it more. It can add and introduce some new flavors, such as different fruits from different regions, different dry fruits, different spices from flavors or spices from different countries in the local cuisines. Okay, so I have given just simple two, I have taken these two simple things. You can add another examples also along with these, or you can give your own. So given point, explanation what will happen, and explanation of the point. So whatever the example is related to that point, explain, just add the example with this point only. Okay, now second point. You can see my second. Another advantage of global foods is that it can be economy booster for a nation. To explain it more, exports would bring large percentage of foreign money, okay, foreign investment also, which may enhance the quality of life and employment rate in any nation. So we are talking about it can be economy booster for a nation, for many nations. You can just write many nations. Okay, for many nations. To explain it more, exports would bring large percentage of foreign money, which may enhance the quality of life and employment rate in any nation. Okay, while the importing country, those who are importing country will also get benefit from this trading, such as, so this is not full stop, by mistaken it has done, such as Gulf countries are importing their food grains from Asian countries, which they do not have such condition. They do not have. So I have not used anything for which they do not. I am talking about grains for which they do not have such climatic conditions. Climatic conditions. Why I am adding these words? like conditions, in front of conditions I have used climatic. So these are topic related vocabulary. To grow these grains, hence the healthier and wealthier nations list will grow on the list. Number of healthier and wealthier nations list will grow on the world map. So I have given the conclusion of this paragraph. At the end I will show you my full essay. That advantage paragraph has more words than disadvantage. Now look at the disadvantages. I have only this much from here to here, this much of lines I have used for disadvantages, although I have discussed both the disadvantages. On the other hand, there are also some greater risks to consider. The most prominent one, if more transportation of food products would continue on the large scale, this is not a full stop, it is by mistaken. This is sketch 1 actually, that's why sometimes it touches. On the large scale, certainly there can be more soil loss in the particular region for the sake of more production of food crops, which can lead to loss of soil fertility and more usage of pesticides on land. These things will happen if in that country where they are trying to produce more crops for exporting purpose, for business purpose, for all the things. Okay. Secondly, transportation of goods will also produce more carbon dioxide gases on our planet. As a result, a nation can have to face detrimental impact on food production capacity. So I have just taken the I have concluding the paragraph for disadvantages. I have concluding the paragraph for advantages. So this is very important to conclude the paragraphs. Okay. Yes. Now my conclusion. Although I have written too much long conclusion, but doesn't matter. So you can see, you can adopt at the end last lines I have given suggestions. But here actual conclusion is still here, from here to here. To recapitulate, although there are some drawbacks of importing food articles from distant regions, I profoundly think that the advantages, so to recapitulate, although, and I profoundly think that these are ready-made lines, these are ready-made words. Use it in your writing, there is no harm. That the advantages of having access to diverse range of food products in our plates or in our cuisines outweigh the above mentioned disadvantages. Okay, as I believe, now there is a suggestion I am giving, I want to say something about the topic. As I believe that this concept would bring monetary and health benefits. However, if it is important to take necessary steps to control transportation in a sustainable and responsible way that minimizes its impact on environment. So here, from here I have from here to here, this is the conclusion you have to write. You should have to write, you should have to have right. Okay, and then I have given suggestion. If you have time, you can write it. Now you can see my conclusion first. So this is my conclusion. Okay, now I will show you my introduction and advantages, disadvantages. So this is my planning. So planning includes important keywords from the question statement and its synonyms. In advance, please do write those synonyms also if you have. So nowadays I am not writing it because I am used to it, but in next essay definitely I will just take out those synonyms also for you. You can see my full essay, introduction, and then I have started my advantages from here, and till here my advantages are there, you can see, and this much from here to here you can see my disadvantages. So how I have written these things in disadvantages, and this is the bigger paragraph, advantages, from here to here, you can see. Okay, you just find out how I have written. You can also write any essay, just think about the story, just think about the facts about the topic. Okay, there is nothing, any topic like in this world that you are a matured person, you are a matured student, you can't explain it. You can explain every topic. Okay, thank you so much.